Just to animate with any of these rigged characters, so the expressions are, we open up the shape editor, under Windows, Animation Editor, Shape Editor. So these can be keyed. So if I wanted to do, say, the blink, half blink, so wherever, I'm not sure wherever it is on the timeline. So, I key it as open, and then keep it open, 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 say all the way up to 25, right click key, and then when he's going to do the half blink, which will probably take a frame, maybe two, then go all the way up. You will not see keys appear here, they will appear in your timeline. And then he's going to open again, probably at 28, we'll say 29, just so we can see it. And opens. So auto key is on, so it's auto keying it. So see there he's open, 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 and then he does a blink. So that's how I key my blends, my expressions. The objects then on the character. So because this one has some additional, so this has the tail and the fingers, so we'll just have to do them separately. But most of the body is done with IK. So the hips, for instance, to move the body down, I select this, so again, I just key that object. So it's up to frame 15, set a key, and then he's going to move down between there and then, so I'll say here. So I key the actual big cube around his waist. So again, the arms, so with the shoulder, I rotate it that way, key that one. For the hand, then, it's more that. Okay, bit of a funny bend on his elbows. His elbows are very strange shape. You had your elbow in a funny position. Anyway, it is what it is at the moment. For the fingers, your problem is these are all individual items. So, for instance, if I want to roll this finger, so I'm going to select all three one at a time. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, there is a key on it, so I'm just going to key that just in case there wasn't. I'd key it again, maybe just here because I don't want it to bend yet. So between 15 and 20, it's going to rotate. So now I'm going to rotate all three of them. And there we have. So, I have to rotate them as a separate object. Just when I mentioned the expressions, if I open my Windows, Animation Editor, Graph Editor, so there's my blends. So you see, I see the keys there. So that was, eyes, neutral, 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 then they blink. So that's the blink point here, and then open again. So you can see that in your graph editor. Everything else, the keys should appear on the bottom. Just if you're turning the head, this can be a funny one. So if I try to turn the head here, thinking that's my head, my eyes are going to go skewy. So I just have to use this one here. So it's like my body one. I'm not sure where the neck one is gone, but anyway, I'm just going to go with this for now. So see the way I can move that way. But your arms are moving with it, which may not be what you want. So I can select the hand because it's IK. And see where it says pinning over here in my channel box / layer editor. I can pin. So I can pin, rotate, or pin translate. I'll just pin all. So that means, if that was sitting on a table, sitting, that's a bit weird angle. And now I select this and rotate it. The hand will stay put. So the same with the other, so I can pin my hands to stay put on the table. So that just might be useful. So that's the control on the hand. So any of these, so it's the foot or the controls around the feet. So the only place I'm using IK is on the hands and on the tail. or sorry, FK. FK means I control them the joint by joint, you know, so at the tail I'd have to rotate that as individual joints. But again, if I select them one at a time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so I go up to there and do my rotate, you know, they'll kind of curl together. But I do need to, I can't just, I don't think it'll work if you just go like that. No, you have to pick them one at a time. So that might be just a few little tips. The eyes then, so you control them with this. So you'd have to key that as a separate object. Anyway, give it a go. He is larger than your original one, which your blends are all in there, so hopefully it'll work for what we want. Okay.